The Chevrolet Corvette C8 is the eighth generation of the Corvette sports car manufactured by American automobile manufacturer Chevrolet. It is the first rear mid-engine Corvette since the model's introduction in 1953, differing from the traditional front mid-engine design started in 1963. The C8 was announced in April 2019, and the coupe made its official debut on July 18, 2019, in Tustin, California. The convertible made its debut in October 2019 during a media event at the Kennedy Space Center to coincide with the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 mission. The racing version, the Chevrolet Corvette C8.R, also made its debut that same month. Production officially began on February 3, 2020, delayed by the 2019 General Motors strike. Overview. Following several experimental CERV prototype vehicles, the C8 is GM's first production rear mid-engine sports car since the Pontiac Fiero was discontinued. It features a vastly different design from previous Corvettes, with an all-new aluminum architecture and coil-over springs in place of leaf springs used on prior models. The exterior features more aggressive aerodynamics, including larger air intakes and prominent side scoops. A trunk is located at the rear, with additional storage space at the front of the car. Combined, these provide 13 cubic feet, 370 L, of cargo space, 2 cubic feet, 57 L, less than that of the C7. As a result of the switch to a mid-engine layout, the passenger cell has been shifted forward by 16.5 inches, 420 millimeters. The cockpit has been designed to be driver-centric, with numerous controls mounted on the center console as well as utilizing a new hexagonal steering wheel. A 12-in, 30.5 centimeters, digital screen replaces the instrument cluster and reflects one of the 6 driving modes selected, and is accompanied by an 8-in, 20.3 centimeters, touchscreen. A special Z button, a homage to Zora Arkus-Duntov, father of the Corvette, is also mounted on the steering wheel. This can quickly activate customized performance settings. Stingray. Trim levels and options. GT1, GT2, Competition Sport seat options. 3 trim levels are currently available, 1LT, 2LT and 3LT, augmented by 3 suspension setups, FE1, FE3 and FE4, which correspond with the 2 Z51 performance packages. In addition, 3 seat options are also available, GT1, GT2 and Competition Sport. The interior is upholstered in leather, microsuede or performance textile with carbon fiber or aluminum trims. A performance data recorder has been upgraded with a higher resolution camera as well as a new interface. GM's virtual camera mirror is optional, which projects video from the backup camera onto the rear view mirror. Engine. The LT2 V8 engine. The Stingray uses a new version of the LS-based GM small block engine derived from the C7 Stingray's LT1, now called the LT2. The new naturally aspirated 6.2L V8 is rated at 490 horsepower, 365 kilowatts, 497 PS, at 6,450 RPM and 465 lb-ft, 630 Nm, of torque at 5,150 RPM, an improvement of 40 horsepower, 30 kilowatts, 41 PS, and 10 lb-ft, 14 Nm, over the outgoing C7 Corvette Stingray. The engine uses dry sump lubrication system. Like the C7, the C8 features active fuel management, or cylinder deactivation, which is used when the car is subjected to low-load scenarios such as highway cruising. The engine has 2 radiators, one on each side in the front. The Z51 package includes a third radiator, a water-to-water and water-to-oil radiator on the rear driver's side, cooling both engine oil and transmission lubricant, taking air in through the rear quarter panel opening. The optional NPP Sport exhaust system brings the total power output to 495 horsepower, 369 kilowatts, 502 PS, and torque to 470 lb-ft, 637 Nm. Chevrolet claims that the C8 can accelerate to 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour, in 2.9 seconds when equipped with the optional Z51 package. Car and driver recorded a time of 2.8 seconds, by subtracting a 1-foot rollout. Transmission cutout. The Stingray is only offered with an 8-speed dual-clutch automated transmission made by Tremec, with paddle shifters on the steering wheel. No manual transmission option is available. The only other model years not offered with a manual transmission were the 1953 to 1954 C1 and the 1982 C3. Suspension. The base model of the Stingray comes with unequal length, double wishbone suspension at the front and rear axles made from forged aluminum. Monotube shock absorbers are standard at all 4 wheels. The car can be equipped with a front axle lifting height adjustable suspension system that can add 2 in, 40 mm, of ground clearance at speeds under 25 miles per hour, 40 km per hour. The Z51 package adds a performance-tuned adjustable suspension with higher front and rear spring rates and firmer dampers. The front shocks, on vehicles without hydraulic front lift, and the rear shocks, have threaded spring seats that allow adjustment of the preload on the coil springs. Additionally, the spring seat can be adjusted approximately 20 mm, 0.8 in, up or down from the nominal position. Magnetic selective ride control is an available option for all trims and levels. On Z51 equipped Corvettes, magnetic selective ride control includes performance traction management and electronic limited slip differential, ELSD. Wheels. The Stingray is equipped with 19 in, 48 cm, front, and 20 in, 51 cm, rear, alloy wheels and Michelin Pilot Sport ALS tires, with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires available as a part of the Z51 performance package. All-season tires are used on base models for better grip. The exact tire dimensions are 245/35 ZR19 at the front and 305/30 ZR20 at the rear. The standard brakes are 4-piston Brembo ventilated discs with diameters of 12.6 in, 320 mm, at the front and 13.6 in, 345 mm, at the rear. The Z51 package provides upgraded and enlarged brakes measuring 13.3 in, 338 mm, at the front and 13.8 in, 351 mm, at the rear. Technology. The C8 Corvette debuted with an 8-inch infotainment screen in a driver-centric cockpit. It comes standard with Chevrolet's Infotainment 3 Plus system. Standard features include Bluetooth connectivity, 4G hotspot, and both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Higher trims are equipped with a 14-speaker Bose audio system and navigation options. Additional technology features include a performance data recorder package for 2 LT and 3 LT trim levels as well as a camera-based rear-view mirror. The 2020 Corvette was the first year Chevrolet introduced over-the-air updates to the Corvette lineup. This allows Chevrolet to send updates to the vehicle remotely. Chevrolet used this capability to resolve a front trunk recall for the 2020 Corvettes. Right-hand drive RHD. For the first time since the 1953 introduction of the Corvette C1, The current generation Corvette is offered in right-hand drive configuration for the Australian, New Zealand, Japanese, and UK markets. The Corvette C8 is General Motors' only RHD vehicle to be assembled in the factory rather than converted from left-hand drive. After the pre-sale announcement, 300 RHD Corvettes were sold within 60 hours, a record for the Corvette sales in Japan and 3 times the annual sales number for its left-hand drive predecessor. The introduction of RHD Corvette for Australian market was delayed to the middle of 2021 due to the reorganization of Holden Special Vehicles, HSV, into GMSV, General Motors Special Vehicles, which also brings GM vehicles into New Zealand. Only 200 RHD Corvettes will be sold in Australia per year, and the price is set at $149,990 Australian dollars, with higher performance versions above $200,000 AUD. The first sales of the RHD C8 in New Zealand were 28 cars in 2022. 2023 model year. GM and Chevrolet started production of the 2023 model year in the spring of 2022. 2023 saw multiple price increases early into the production year. In March, it was announced that the 2023 model year would see a $1,000 base price increase. In May, the destination charge saw a minor $100 increase. During the start of production and launch of the 2023 configurator, GM raised the base price of the 2023 Corvette by $2,300, making the new base price $65,595. Several packages and options saw increases and adjustment to pricing. 2023 also received a special edition variation of the Corvette to commemorate its 70th anniversary since the launch of the Corvette model. The 2023 Corvette Stingray 70th Anniversary Edition is a $5,995 package atop the 3LT trim level. The special edition was offered in 2 exclusive colors of white pearl metallic tricoat and carbon flash metallic. Additionally, the package came with special wheels, badging, and VIN sequence to commemorate the vehicle's 70th year in the U.S. market. In addition to changes to the base Corvette, the Corvette Z06 was introduced with a 5.5L LT6 V8 engine.